Tyler Atkinson's committing later today. We're going to watch him right now as a football player, not really speculating him into the Texas defense, into the Georgia defense, wherever he commits. You guys can do that in the comment section. Factoring the depth chart. Oh, this is where he's going to see playing time early. You guys could do that. We'll do that on this channel down the line after he commits. But right now, we're just going to watch him as a prospect. 6'2", 210, Grayson in Loganville, Georgia. So I think this linebacker class overall is pretty solid, 2026. But I think there's a glaring lack of inside linebackers, guys that you feel good about off ball. Xavier Griffin, the highest ranked linebacker prospect in this 26 class. Hell of a football player. I think his best football is played on the edge as a pass rusher. When you see him move into an off ball role a little bit, he's a really good football player there too. Don't get me wrong, but when we watch Tyler Atkinson, to me, this is the best off ball linebacker in the country, the best inside linebacker in the country. I've watched a lot of 26 prospects, and I just think overall, this class, there's a glaring lack of elite talent at this position. A lot of the other dudes that you watch that are pretty good, a bit more developmental, not really filled out maybe. Maybe the reads happen a little slow, and they just have the athletic upside. When we're talking about being first a football player, like an inside linebacker, which is necessary. You can't really just be an athlete at inside linebacker. You need to know how to read defenses. Eventually, you're going to be talking about the green dot down the line, calling the plays. That's necessary, and then that's necessary to play Division I. That's necessary to play FBS. And when we start talking about in the SEC, you need that top flight athleticism. You almost need to have like D-back athleticism now to play linebacker. And Tyler Atkinson just checks the boxes athletically and then mentally. I don't really talk about mental aspects of football on this channel a whole lot, just because it's kind of hard to do without knowing what defense they're running, what the play call is, watching film leading up to the week, what kind of reads they're looking for. But you can kind of see it with Atkinson. The processing at least happens really fast. And then when he does see it, he just turns into a heat-seeking missile. So explosive, really good sideline-to-sideline ability, just everything that you really look for in an off-ball linebacker. You'll see him on the edge a little bit. I just think his best football is played as an off-ball linebacker, inside linebacker, and maybe I'm a bit biased because that's kind of the position I've always watched and always played or coached. But to me, the athletic traits that he brings, the just mental processing, like you see how fast some of these reads happen. Maybe not necessarily this one's pretty simple read, but some of the other ones I just couldn't believe. Here's a perfect one. It almost looks like he's on a blitz here because of how fast it happens. He sees his right guard pulling, and he's filling right away. This play is made in the backfield. A lot of times you're not even asking this Mike to make this play here. You're asking him to take on a block, but he beat any block. And then, really good read on that one. And then you see the athleticism married to the head. Really has everything you're looking for in an inside linebacker, and totally understand why he's a 5-star. I think they have Xavier Griffin ranked above him, but two different positions in my opinion. Both listed at linebacker, but they're not going to play the same position at the next level. And this is, in my opinion, the best off-ball linebacker in the country in 2026 that I've watched so far. I'll give the other kids credit. They still have senior year film to come out, but definitely from what I've seen so far, just a real lack of these kind of guys in this 26 class. So, yeah, it's nice getting a 5-star. He's also very long. Look at his arm length. Get a good look at that there. 6'2", 210. We're going to say he's a bit undersized, so we're going to ask how would he carry another 15, 20 pounds? And with his length, I don't think that's any issue. I think he could put on the weight pretty easy. Really physical football player. That's really all I'll say is putting on 10, 15 pounds, and that's just the nature of the business. You just got to get bigger to play college football. And this is something that I didn't even see early in the highlight tape. Really fluid hips getting into the pass drop. Haven't seen a whole lot of him getting into his pass drops. Look how easy this is. So really has everything you look for in an off-ball linebacker. Definitely a top flight talent in the country. There's another point I was trying to make. When I say there's not that many like elite off-ball linebackers in this 26 class, that kind of makes the value of getting one of these guys like a lot higher, because if there's 25-star quarterbacks, it's not that big of a deal if you sign one of them, because there's so many of them. So I feel like the market value for a guy like Atkinson in this 26 class is a lot higher, just because I don't think there's that many of him. Last year, I felt like in the 25 class, there was a lot more names I felt good about. One dude ended up at Texas from Dallas Skyline. I forget his name. That dude was fucking good. Couple other guys also. But yeah, we'll let this tape run a little bit more because it's a really fun. I love watching linebackers. You guys let me know what you think about Xavier Griffin. Tyler Atkinson. Another point, we're watching him against some of the top talent in the country, Georgia football. That was Carrollton Julian Lewis, 5-star quarterback last year. I'm sure there's even other football players that I'm neglecting to mention here, but really, really feel good about this one for sure. Yeah, that was Tyler Atkinson. Really easy highlight evaluation for me. It's kind of easier when the kids are really good because then I can just start highlighting what they do well, and I don't really have to talk about what they do bad. Because for Tyler Atkinson, I really couldn't find any holes in his game. Like I said, the only thing is at 210, he's gonna have to put on 20 pounds, but say that about every athlete in the country. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think.